So Fernando Tatis Jr. has not exactly started the year super hot. Obviously, 456-foot home run to in Sunday's game was a big win for him. And I think that was just a home run where he just took all of the frustration out on the ball and sent it over the bullpen. So that was really nice to see. However, he has had some struggles. I don't know where you guys are at. I don't feel concerned at all about this moving forward. We know Fernando Tatis Jr. is a superstar. He has came into this year so much pressure for such a young baseball player. And I think that's where you kind of have to go, hey, like, Eric Hosmer, Manny Machado, these guys are going to take him under his wing and just, hey, man, don't worry about it. Like, you don't need to be frustrated. I think we've seen him kind of out there look a little bit, I guess, antsy or a little bit like frustrated. And or flustered, I guess is the right word, and just trying to like force some things. And that's been the reason he's had a few errors, 4 errors, 4 games, not ideal. But in terms of hitting, I am not concerned at all. I think he just moved his batting average up to like 180 with the 2-hit performance on Sunday. Yeah, 188 right now. So not concerned about that. But is there any type of long-term, like, I don't know, concerns for you guys moving forward? Because for me, I don't have any, and we can get into the fielding in a second. But I think it's just, hey, man, you got a lot of pressure going in this year, and he just wants to come out there and dominate from the start. And we just see him look a little bit frustrated because he hasn't quite been able to do that. But then I'm not concerned moving forward. So, Isaac, you concerned at all about Tatis, or you think it's no reason to be worried?
Not even the slightest concern about Fernando. He's going to be fine. He's a superstar. He's one of the best talents I've seen in baseball. He's really good, and I've seen the overrated stuff starting to pop up. And I just can't wait for him to show people like he's not overrated. He's a real deal. I was thinking maybe he's pressing a little bit because, he did get a big contract. Maybe he wants to prove like he's worth that contract, but we've already seen that he's worth that contract. He carried us throughout the whole first half of the season last year. When Manny was struggling, he was our star. He was the MVP for sure, hands down. He does have 5 errors to start the season, but that's also no big deal. He had 3 all throughout last year, first team all MLB shortstop. No concerns for Fernando. He's going to be perfectly fine. And hopefully this series is the one where, he absolutely shows everyone why he's that MVP type player.
Yeah, we're 4 games in within a 162 game season. There's a lot of time for him to, all right, take his strides, take it step by step. It's not a 60 game season. It's not a sprint anymore. We might see him struggle for maybe like another 3 to 6 games. But after that, I can completely expect, the Tatis we saw last year, that like 300 hitter, 20 bombs, probably more than that. With the 62 game season. But yeah, I'm not concerned at all. He might start off a little slow, but once he gets into his gear, he's never going to look back.
Yeah, I think the only thing that, in terms of hitting, not concerned at all. I mean, we saw Manny Machado struggle a lot early on last year, and he was in the MVP race by the end of it, and that was a 60-game season. So 162 games, completely different beast, and I'm not concerned in the slightest about him from a hitting standpoint. I do think from a fielding standpoint, I'm not concerned, but I guess I'd say like there is reason to kind of be like, hey, he's forcing some things. I think we'd all see that. And I think I said 4 errors. Yeah, it's been 5 errors because he had 2 errors on Sunday. I forgot about a second. Most of the throwing errors are just coming from him trying to make a play that's not really there. Today we saw him do that one with Paddock, and I think you'll see some people go, oh, Paddock should have made that pick. Paddock's a pitcher running over to get the double play. It's going to be a really bang play. That's a lot to ask Paddock to make that play. And for Tatis, just hold on the ball. Just wait, man. Because the run ends up scoring because of that. But overall, I think it's just him trying to make these highlight reel plays. Not the highlight reel plays, but just high-level plays constantly. And I think we're going to see Manny go and talk to him today and be like, hey, man, you don't gotta push these. You can hold them to the ball sometimes. You don't need to. Every play doesn't have to be perfect. Every play doesn't have to be extraordinary. And I think we're going to see him definitely reduce those errors like he did in 2020. Because in 2020, he only had 3 errors all season, and he already has 5 through 4 games. That's just pressure. That's just him trying to be the dude. And we all know he is that dude. Not that he's going to be it. He is that dude right now. And I don't know. I just think the oh, he's overrated, that kind of stuff. We're hearing it, so you got to address it. It's just ridiculous, though. But anything else you want to kind of talk about on him, or what do you guys got?
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. You know, he's not overrated. He's here to stay. He's one of the best players in the game. You know, those 5 areas, like you said, he is trying to make those plays. And I think as fans, we appreciate that he's trying to go the extra mile to make those plays and help the pitchers out. But, you know, at the same time, it's all right. You know, you can eat it. You can hold on to the ball, and, you know, it's perfectly fine. We can't expect Paddock to pick that. No way. No chance.
Yeah, no way, no how. Even like one of his errors, it's like his back foot slipped a little bit and it caused his arm to fall, and that you can't really completely blame him on that. His back foot slipped on dirt. One of the things I would say is he does try to make every play, and I think he tries to rely too much on his arm sometimes. Like there was one play where it was like almost like a routine ground ball, and it may have been like Tim LaCastro running. I think it was a guy that was a little bit faster, and he tried to throw it like 100 miles an hour and sailed it a little bit, and Hosmer had to come off the bag to reach up, and it was a little off, but he had to reach up and ended up coming off the bag because of it. So if he just like settles down and doesn't try to throw 100 miles an hour every single time he fields the ball, he'll make less errors. It'll come. He's young. We saw this with kind of Baez when he first became in the league. He had like 13, 14 errors his first year. It takes time. He'll get there.
Yeah, I'm fully confident that Tatis is going to bounce back and continue to be the superstar that we all know he is. But we had to mention it really quickly today.